Rangers are celebrating again. Rangers are feeling the joy of coming from the doldrums and lifting this trophy alone. He is happy. Rangers international players are happy. The Rangers fans are happy. And the entire world that love Rangers are also happy because this is an international event coming to you from your World of Champions, Super Sport. That's how we do it. We are the World of Champions, and these are the champions of Nigeria.
The 2015-2016 season ended on a historic note with Rangers International Football Club ending a 32-year wait to win their 7th league title and significantly their first in the Nigeria Professional Football League NPFL era. The season also capped a remarkable year from a corporate point of view for NPFL organizers, league management company LMC. After the first match of the season on the 20th of February in Jos, deployment of corporate resources started at the Sani Abacha Stadium, home of 4-time winners, Kano Pillars. The hallmark of the day's event was not just the fact it was the first live telecast of the season or that the stadium was filled to the brim, but the fact that it was the first time in the history of Nigerian League football that high-tech Hurricane MK2 drone cameras were used by LMC's official broadcast partners, Super Sport. The import of this was not lost on LMC chairman Shehu Diko, who hosted the Supersport crew to a poolside reception after the match. Shehu commended Supersport by saying, LMC is excited with the innovation represented by the use of a drone during the match. It is consistent with the LMC's vision and mission to continuously bring innovations in our management of the league for the good of the players, the clubs, the fans, and our partners, as well as every other stakeholder.
And I agree. Was a chance for Pillars, the last for today, and it's a goal for Pillars!
In the month of April, the LMC followed up weeks of engagement with its Spanish counterparts by formally agreeing a 5-year mutually benefiting commercial and technical partnership deal with La Liga, Spain's Premier League. Top executives from both sides as well as government functionaries were present at the event.
The opportunities are endless. It's just for us to be able to optimize all the windows that have been opened for us to be able to work together with the La Liga so that we can see how we can make our league to be the best as we intend to do.
We have felt that the Nigerian Football League is very well organized and we can mutually cooperate. We have committed to give them training and formation and teach them, and that's why we were ready to receive them in Spain in anything related to the day-by-day of the business of the clubs. So marketing, TV, digital platforms, social media.
In May, the league management company was in Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia, for regional FIFA CAF club licensing seminar. Represented by Chief Operating Officer Saliu Abubakar, the LMC made a presentation detailing the governance structure of the NPFL that provides for independent board members and club representatives, deepening of relationship with the Nigeria Football Federation and operations of club licensing. Commendations came the way of LMC through a formal letter signed by James Johnson, the head of FIFA's professional football department, who expressed FIFA's appreciation for LMC's contribution during the seminar, trusting that Abubakar's comments and feedback will greatly assist in the continued growth of football throughout Confederation of African Football, CAF. Keen on capitalizing on the growth of the NPFL, the league management company announced on the 23rd of June the issuance of non-exclusive broadcast rights of matches of the NPFL to Sports Radio, Brila FM, and Megalectrics Limited, owners of Beat FM, Classic FM, Naija FM, and Lagos Talks. The LMC revealed that the stations are entitled to undertake live broadcasts of NPFL matches and produce twice weekly preview and weekly shows featuring interviews, analysis, and spectator reactions on players, matches, and the clubs. There are no rights fees attached to these deals, as the LMC considered the partnership as a core social investment activity to grow the league. Findings show the stations have been hard at work, and the popularity of the NPFL brand has grown among listeners on their wide networks. From the radio studios in June, it was to the floor of the stock exchange in July in LMC's integrated mission to grow the NPFL. A Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, was signed on the 14th of July with NASD over-the-counter securities exchange to actualize the mission of transforming NPFL club ownership from governments to community-based and public subscription ownership.
Now it's time to move to the private sector to get them to conform to world standard. And we had to have a system, we had to have a platform to do it. And now we have a platform where everybody, if you're interested, you want to do, you just come in, work together, get the advisors and let them help you, drive you through, and then we'll get to the right destination.
Creating an opportunity for football clubs to come into a stock market, for them to list their shares and for the fans to actually buy the shares of their favorite club. Follow the fortunes of the club to the extent that they can see the club doing well on the pitch and also the club doing financially well. Of course, the more healthy a club is financially, the easier it is for it to acquire its assets, its players, build better stadiums, make it more comfortable for the fans. So essentially, a club is only happy when it has cash. And so this is another avenue for the clubs to get more cash, for them to be able to run their business.
The MOU signing ceremony was a grand follow-up to weeks of talks between both parties. Also in July, and just 3 weeks after inking a 5-year mutually beneficial partnership deal, the ambassador of Spain to Nigeria led others to formally open the La Liga office in Nigeria. Located inside the corporate headquarters of the league management company, the 22nd July opening of the office marked a significant milestone in the short life of the partnership.
It shows that Spanish companies want to be here because we believe in Nigeria. And if we believe in Nigeria, they have to open an office here. And I'm sure that the relationship will be very good. I see a bright future ahead for Nigerian football, for the Spanish La Liga, and for our Nigerian league.
It's a 5-year relationship we plan to do. And there's nothing to signify that you're serious than setting up a clear office to drive it.
It's a huge cooperation. We're working very, very, very well with the national football, with Nigerian Football League, and we're looking forward really to make this a very, very successful partnership.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino arrived in Nigeria on the 24th of July alongside the football body's General Secretary, Ms. Fatma Samura, for a 2-day working visit, and the LMC played a pivotal role in the activities lined up for the visit. Following meetings with football administrators, Infantino met with President Muhammadu Buhari and Senate President Bukola Saraki, as well as Youth and Sports Minister Solomon Dalong. The LMC then organized a dinner that also featured presidents of about 20 Africa Football Federation in Infantino's honor. At the dinner, Super Eagles legend Joseph Yobo, the first man to play over a century of matches for the Nigerian national team, was formally unveiled by Infantino as an ambassador of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Secretary Samura stayed behind after the president's departure and visited the corporate headquarters of the league management company. On the 26th of July, the LMC announced that players drawn from different clubs in the NPFL will embark on a playing tour of Spain as part of the Memorandum of Understanding with La Liga. On August 9, an NPFL delegation made of players, technical and non-technical officials, as well as media, LMC and NFF executives landed in Madrid for the tour coordinated by La Liga World. The first major event on the tour was a seminar addressed by Valencia's CF Marketing Director, Peter Draper, who offered ideas on global best practices in administration, marketing, and community ownership of football clubs. The next day, action moved to the pitch. the Nigerians narrowly lost their first match to Valencia 2-1 before participating in the annual Trofeo Carranza La Liga World Tournament, where they were beaten 4-1 by Malaga and 2-1 by Atletico Madrid. But the benefits of the playing tour was not lost on players and managers of the NPFL All-Stars. Ikechukwu Ezenwa, who kept goal for the Nigerians, became a favorite among Spanish football fans.
LMC, they have done very well, and I believe that in future, with this, I believe that something good is coming out in future for our league in Nigeria.
I've learned more on how to, withstand pressure despite the caliber of players I'm playing against. So I think it's a good experience for me.
In each match, at least we scored a goal, and if you remember, these are home-based professionals. As far as concerned, they did very well.
No doubt, the NPFL delegation left Spain with helpful lessons picked up by each individual, which will reflect on the overall progress of the league. Another major highlight of 2016 for the LMC took place on August 23rd, when one of Africa's premium beverage brands, Star Lager Beer, came on board as the NPFL's official beer partner.
I'm very excited. I think it is a great partnership, two great brands, the Star brand and the NPFL brand. I think we can activate soccer far more intense and wider spread among the Nigerian population. I think it will do over the years bring back a great momentum to Nigerian soccer, and in the end also hopefully to the national team.
This is our stadium. This is our game. These are our fans. This is our field. This is our moment. This is our glory. Our Nigeria, our football.
Star Lager soon got to work on leveraging its new status in Nigerian football as it put together a fun park at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium for the match day 38 encounter between Rangers International and Lmcnpfl Warriors. Star Lager Beer was also visible on pitch panels and other materials in the stadium. That match was indeed the culmination of a fantastic competition won by Rangers International, but loved by thousands of converts within and outside Nigeria.
This is a lovely atmosphere. This has shown that we have arrived, the league has arrived, and you can see the engagement of the fans, the atmosphere, the emotions from Rangers people and the fans all over here. I've seen so many former players of the team. The last team that won the cup, they're all here, families of the players. We can't wish for more. This is the best of Nigerian football. We wish all Nigerians will come and support us, and we'll take it higher and higher.
It's simply brilliant. It's unbelievable, you know. Despite all the distractions, despite all the issues, we're able to surmount it, and we have a very, very wonderful atmosphere here. Brilliant season. Nobody knew what happened until at the end of the game. And what can you say? Good football. Everybody gave it best. So So we have learned our lesson. We now move forward to see how we can do better next season. I'm highly excited about it.
The 2015-2016 season ended with aplomb as fans wait anxiously for the start of the 2016-2017 MPFL season. It is merely strength and great acceptance of the MPFL brand.